Because of Metallica, I've gone from being a skeptic of metal music to really appreciating what the genre can produce. And one of the main reasons I'm a fan of this band is the topics that they choose to cover in their music. For example, For Whom the Bell Tolls converted a novel into a track, and I really love when artists do that. And here we are again. This is the same thing happening here. This is a novel called Johnny Got His Gun by Dalton Trumbo, which is about a soldier, Joe Bonham, from World War I, who's hit by a landmine, loses his limbs and his ability to communicate, and really his struggles to make the medical crew understand that he doesn't want to stay alive anymore, which is an awesome idea for a novel in itself. Maybe I should check that out. But here we are, checking out this track. Hope you guys enjoy. I'm sure it's going to be awesome. Okay, here we go. This is One by Metallica. If you do end up enjoying this video, hit me with a like, maybe share it with a friend, or if you haven't already, join our awesome community we have here on this channel by subscribing. Let's go. Interesting, this must be just for the video, right? Maybe not. The sound of war.
The cerebrum has suffered massive and irreparable damage. You never know what has happened to him.
That guitar tone.
Had I been sure of this, I would not have permitted him to live. Where?
Pain, sadness.
I need help.
Great choice for a tone.
What is democracy? What is democracy?
Got something to do with young men killing each other.
When it comes my turn, will you want me to go?
For democracy, any man would give his only begotten son.
It is impossible for a decerebrated individual to experience pain, pleasure, memory, dreams, or thought of any kind. This young man...
Talk about building up an atmosphere, dude.
As unthinking as the dead until the day he joins them.
The sorrow.
I don't know whether I'm alive and dreaming or dead and remembering.
How can you tell what's a dream and what's real when you can't even tell when you're awake and when you're asleep?
Where am I?
I can't remember anything. Can't tell if this is true or dream. Deep down inside I feel the scream. This terrible silence stops in there. Now that the war is through with me, I'm waking up, I cannot see that there's not much left of me. Nothing is real but pain now. Hold my breath as I wish for death. Oh please God, wake me.
I just went ahead and chopped off everything.
The power of those guitars,
Please
dude.
make them hear me. They won't listen. They won't hear me.
You wake me up, I'll be like this for years.
Hear me.
Back in the womb, it's much too real. In pumps life that I must feel, but can't look forward to reveal. Look to the time when I live, head to the tube that sticks in me, just like a wartime novelty.
What a verse, dude.
That make me be.
Oh.
Cut this life off from me. Oh.
What a brilliant, brilliant verse. Now, Metallica has this truly special ability to write vividly, right? The video is this way, but I find myself looking at the lyrics way more because it's such well written. They had this first line that I wanted to highlight. That he said, now that the war is through with me. I imagine that's how a lot of soldiers feel, discarded, like they're just like a product, a fighting machine, just thrown away. Now that you're injured, you're not useful anymore. And the second verse is probably my favorite, right? Back in the womb, it's much too real. It pumps life that I must feel. So the idea of being in a womb is being attached to an umbilical cord, right? But in this sense, he's being fed through machines. So the tube, the cord that's connected to him this time is to actually save his life, to keep him alive. That's lyricism if you've ever asked me, if I've ever seen it before.
Hold my breath as I wish for death. Oh, please, God, wake me
interesting lead guitar part.
Help me, mother, I'm having a nightmare and I can't wake up.
Now the world is gone, I'm just one. Oh God help me, hold my breath as I wish for death. Oh please God help me.
The thickness of that rhythm guitar.
Me lying here like some freak in a carnival show.
It's so in sync with the drums.
Lakeland, wonder of the 20th century.
Awesome video as well.
It has a dignity all its own.
It's interesting how they've now almost feels like they're through the music that they've gone back into the war. Maybe he's having a hallucination while he's on this hospital bed. That's what it feels like to me, right? And what's interesting is I felt like the lead guitar was almost sounded stranger to the most of the atmosphere of the song. But what I took away from it is that he's like sort of thinking back on his life, and it's a little bit more tender and sweet. You know, whereas when the chorus or the verse comes in, I should say, no, the chorus comes in, it's super loud, hard Metallica stuff, but it's got that beautiful mix to it. Let's back this up so we can catch the transition. Like this bit is thick, hard.
Father, I need help. I'm in terrible trouble and I need help.
Don't you remember when you were little?
He's back on the battlefield now.
Bill Harper would bring a wire between the two houses so you could telegraph to each other. Still remember the Morse code?
Darkness imprisoning me, all that I see, absolute horror. I cannot live, I cannot die, trapped in myself, body my only self.
It's Morse code. For what?
SOS. Help.
Landmine has taken my sight, taken my speech, taken my hearing, taken my arms, taken my legs, taken my soul, left me with life in hell.
What's he saying? He says, kill me. Over and over again. Kill me. Don't you have some message for him, Padre?
He's the product of your profession, not mine.
Kill me. I'm asking you to kill me. Thank you.
Riff making machines.
Father.
Each man faces death by himself. Alone.
Goodbye, Father. Inside me, I'm screaming. Nobody pays any attention. If I had arms, I could kill myself. If I had legs, I could run away. If I had a voice, I could talk and be some kind of company for myself. Why don't they get it over with and kill me? I could yell for help, but nobody'd help me. I've just got to do something. See how I can go on like
The
this.
anger. Every time I listen to Metallica, I get like hot and I get sweaty and like the effect that it has on you is like visceral, dude. That's how the fuck you make music. Okay, what can we say about that? I really love the fact that this band is so able to make rage into musicality. They can put rage to musicality. That emotion that they can harness in their songs is so powerful. I find that to be probably their biggest strength, along with their atmospheric sort of atmosphere building. So what they seem to have done in the beginning was give a sense of desperation and hope. That's what I was talking about with the lead guitar. There was still a sense of like, this could perhaps be okay. Not okay, but it wasn't anger yet. And then they had that turn after this instrumental break where it just turned into pure rage. This part right here, right, where he almost transported himself back to the battlefield. And speaking about being trapped in his body, landmine goes off, he takes his speech. I mean, talk about a shitty situation to be in. And the rest of it is just pure rage at the world and his situation. So well done. Because when they really let the lid off and they go full steam, there's no band that can match them. The fury that they have in their songs, the drumming from Ulrich, the rhythm guitars, the thickness of the guitars, played with so much frenetic emotion. It's brilliant stuff, dude. Another fantastic song. And I will say lastly that the music video did really well to add to it. I felt like the cut-ups that they did of the audio fit the song really well. It was essentially talking about the generals and stuff were over his bed, kind of arguing about his situation, whether or not to kill him, right? I think that was going on. And then you heard his inner monologue speaking about how he can't communicate and he's desperate. What a cool music video too. Awesome, awesome track.